In today's news, youngsters of Yep join efforts to restore BVI mangroves.
Story update three illegal immigrants.
Maritime equipment donated to track environmental changes.
Governor Jasper urges government to speed up the recovery process.
BVI government invites tenders for Great Mountain Road site.
And Apple to pay hefty fine for slowing down older models of the iPhone. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
What are you really running for, boss? You could have bust a hole in your head. But see, with the competition, which means you're about to bust a hole in your pocket.
I could get my modem, please.
Anyhow, I got something huge to show you.
I gotta be sick in your head.
The whole on string bean, Tina kind of party. Check this. That's LTE1 for just about everyone. LTE2 for you and your boo. And hold on. Bam! Rate so low, you feel like you're free. That's LTE3 for you and the whole family.
Save even more on your internet with new pricing from CCT. Get LTE 2 now for only $149. Get LTE 3 for the new low price of $189. All packages are unlimited, so there's no overage charge. You don't have to run into Chaz for savings. Just stop by our store and sign up today. Come on over to CCT. Life Unlimited.
Welcome everybody. It's Monday, February 10th, 2020. A happy Monday to each and every one of you. I'm Ron Grant.
And I'm Kyla Kedisha Forbes.
Kyla, how was your weekend?
As you can hear, I am a bit stuffed up, so it was a restful weekend.
Okay, but you still pulling
how was
through.
your weekend?
It was good, productive, and we're happy to be back to deliver our weekly updates to the general public.
Definitely.
Youngsters of the Youth Empowerment Project received hands-on training in mangrove cultivation last week when they assisted with the planting of seedlings that have been growing at the Jos Van Dyke Nursery. The event was made possible by the Department of Disaster Management and the non-profit Jos Van Dyke Preservation Society. The territory's mangroves are being restored because of the natural protection they offer from storm surges. This exercise is one component of the Caribbean Development Bank-funded project establishing flood-resilient smart communities through non-governmental partnership with targets of Seacoast Bay, East End, Longlook, and the island of Jos Van Dyke for the flood protection and risk reduction measures. Smart Communities project consultant Dr. Louis Sones, veteran mangrove conservationist Tyrone Buckmere of the Grenadian Conservation Fund, and Jos Van Dyke Preservation Society Executive Director Suzanne Zalewski led the YEP volunteers on the mangrove planting exercise from the location of the mangroves nursery, which is in turn part after the UK Darwin Plus Initiative project led by the Preservation Society. DDM's Planning and Preparedness Manager, Shania Armstrong, who is also the Smart Communities Project Manager, said planting the mangroves was an ideal fit for the project as it collaborates as the crucial step toward the general public large-scale rehabilitation mangroves within the territory. And I quote, "This was enjoyable for many of the students," as the young lady said. The participation is fulfilling to see many of the partnerships working together to contribute to the health of the BVI mangroves. It's a concrete way we can improve the territory's resilience. It is a concrete way we can improve the territory's resilience. Meanwhile, YEP instructor Trevica Todman said the youth participation appreciated the opportunity to get up close and personal with the mangroves. The Yeppies, as she called them, thoroughly enjoyed themselves. Several of them already knew about the different types of mangroves and their ecosystem, but we were able to plant seedlings, and this was a new and special experience for them. They are now looking forward to being mangrove caretakers in the near future. Yep, the staff and the youth will continue to receive training in mangrove nursery cultivation as the Smart Communities project progresses, and the organization's headquarters at the East End, YEP, is also stated to be home to a future mangrove nursery on Tortola. The Smart Communities project is funded through the Community Disaster Risk Reduction Fund, which is managed by the Caribbean Development Bank. The fund was established by CDB Bank and is supported by the Government of Canada and the European Union. It finances community-based disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation initiative and the local level across the eligible, barring mentor or member countries of the CDB. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, after a word from our sponsors. You're watching 284 News.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
When you need to stay connected with friends and families at home or abroad, the best choice for you is Freedom. CCT Freedom. With the lowest rates in the market, our Freedom plan gives you unlimited calls and texting. Plus, our Freedom One package includes 10 gigabits of super fast unlimited LTE data and unlimited calls to the BVI, USA, USVI, Canada, Puerto Rico, and UK lines. Why pay for overages when you can enjoy CCT Freedom? Stop by at one of our stores today and speak with one of our representatives to find out more about our CCT Freedom packages.
How may I assist you? Yes. You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for calling CCT. Trumpet speaking. How can I help? Well, so you know February is the month of love. Yes, and we all love data. And because we love you so much, yes, we decided to give double data. But wait, let me slow it down for you. Follow my voice. Activate any hero plan, double data. Activate any 2 gig plan, double data. It don't stop there. Pay your bill before February 12th and have a chance to win a lunch or dinner for 2. Yes, I said it. For 2.
Double the data and double the fun when you fall in love with our deals for the month of February. Activate a hero plan or 2 gigabyte data plan and get double data. That's enough for you and your boo or your crew. And don't miss out on the chance to win lunch or dinner for 2 if you pay your bill before February 12th. Activate any hero plan or 2 gigabyte data plan. Come enjoy the month of love on us.
Thank you for calling CCT. Have a blessed day. Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for calling CCT. Trumpet speaking. How can I help? Well,
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Brilliant Hands and Minds tutoring services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.
Viewers, welcome back to 284 News. terribly sorry about what just happened there, but we are back and we're carrying on with the newscast. So up next, in Friday's newscast, Ron, you might remember this one, but we reported on 2 cases of illegal entry into our territory. This is basically just an update on that story. So if we do remember, we had 2 Albanian immigrants, and because of the absence of an Albanian interpreter, they couldn't go on. So they returned to court on Monday. So the names of these young men are Valdin Tassafars and Valdin Sinjar, both natives of Albania. They were brought before the magistrate court on Wednesday, the 6th of February. The proceeding was stalled, as we said, by a language barrier, and the magistrate promised that no effort would be spared to find an Albanian interpreter. And as we can see here, the proceedings went on today. The Albanian men arrived in the territory with Mr. Torres Guerrero, a Venezuelan native. We also reported on that.
Yes.
So they were charged separately, but they came into the territory at the same time. The lawyer did say that these 2 men, the BVI was just a transit country for them. They had no to stay into the BVI, but they were caught here, so they were also charged and fined for illegal entry of $1,000. If we remember, Mr. Torres Guerrero was also fined $1,000 on Thursday. So that's just a quick update. The men have up till the 14th of February 2020 to pay this fine. If they do not, they have to spend 60 days in Her Majesty's prison.
All right, we understand that, and we're happy to see the issue has been rectified. And now to another story. The Ministry of Natural Resources, Labor and Immigration are the recipients of maritime equipment donated through the partnership by the Recovery and Development Agency and the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. The equipment was handed over by the RDA's office in the Ritter House and will be used to conduct marine surveys in the BVI and support the ministry's efforts towards a blue economy. The data derived from the survey would also be used to develop evidence-based marine plans. Minister of Natural Resources, Labor and Immigration, the Honorable Vincent Wheatley said, and I quote, "Our aim is to do more exploration into the water that we have in the BVI. What this equipment allows us to do is track the changes in the environment over time so that we can see the impacts of our daily activities on the environment that we are hoping to achieve in the future, and is for the BVI to become a center for excellence in marine studies." His Excellency the Governor Augustus J.U. Jaspert thanked everyone for their participation and their part they played in the execution of the project. The Governor added, "We often think of this territory as a set of small islands. We need to encourage bigger thinking to realize our full potential. This project was about supporting that bigger ambition for building capacity within the public service." Outgoing Chief Executive Officer in the RDA, Mr. Paul Bale, gave a brief description on the difference in the marine equipment and their functions as it relates to conducting marine surveys. He said, and I quote, "The equipment included underwater cameras that can assist in ground thrushing, a drone that can assist in shallowing water mapping, and a water quality tester that can assist the ministry whenever needed." Officials from the National Oceanography Center visited the territory from June 25th to July 5th in 2019 to facilitate capacity building sessions on the use of the equipment. The officials provided training on the surveying of biodiverse marine areas, focusing on ground threatening and existing data, capacity building to transfer skills in mapping marine habitats using modern acoustic survey tools, in addition to providing recommendations of a suite of marine survey equipment suitable for local staff to undertake the marine surveys to meet the objectives. Now, the capacity building project, combined with the equipment produced, will lead to the Ministry of Natural Resources, Labor and Immigration to achieve a level of sophistication of ability to conduct marine surveys. The handover ceremony was the second second of three phases in the capacity building project. It is in another step towards the evidence-based decision making, which will contribute towards building and promoting the territory's blue economy. Kyla, we see a lot of efforts being placed within the government as well as the RDA to make sure that we are improving our waters and keeping them safe, and as the minister says, a blue economy.
Agreed. But as we speak more so about development and recovery, this next story up next, the governor, Augustus Jospert, he shows concerns that the BVI may have lost early opportunities to receive much needed assistance to help with the recovery from the 2017 hurricanes. Ron, with it being 2 years after the hurricanes, since it impacted the BVI and surrounding countries, we have to agree that the world have seen even some other tragic events.
Of course.
Prime example, the Bahamas. And the governor urged the government to seize the opportunities for recovery and development. He said, and I quote, "For me, I think we need to make sure that we seize those opportunities. We have a recovery and a development that I believe needs to increase the pace, and we have the opportunity to do that." So now, Ron, my question for you, I think on both ends of the spectrum, even in last week's newscast, we were talking about now seeing the positive impacts of the 2017 hurricanes, but now we're seeing where the governor is basically saying we need to speed up that process. How do you feel about the recovery thus far in the BVI?
Well, I'll begin by saying I think the governor, being in a strategic position, would be able to understand the severity of the recovery and development project. So I don't think his comments are by far off track. I do think that we need to, at this point, a few years after the storms, really have to look at our progress and see how far, how much further we need to go. But he does have a very valid point. Recovery and development, while it might be a tedious project, it needs to be done in a timely manner and with a holistic vision. And just like he rightfully said, the statement seems to be like we are losing sympathy or understanding from other countries, because when we look at the time frame, so many natural disasters have taken place since that, and so many other countries are at risk and need help. So if we didn't make it clear that we need assistance to get certain stuff on track, we are at liberty, just like he said, I think, to lose that support.
I do agree with you. And a few months ago, I reported on a story where Haiti actually made their 10-year anniversary since the earthquakes.
Imagine that.
And the people in Haiti was basically saying that, they feel as though people have forgotten them and they haven't seen much development since that period in their time. And I think the BVI is doing what we can, and we're doing pretty well, but we don't want to be in a position such as Haiti has found themselves now 10 years after that devastation.
And I must add this, when it comes to the recovery and development of the territory, one of the things that we persons of the territory really need to understand is that that loan guarantee, the UK loan guarantee, sets precedents. And for a while we've been hearing talks about it, and now we're not hearing anything about it. But at the end of the day, requirements needed to be met, and they are still not met, and that as a result we are held up as it pertains to that process.
Yes, and that same loan guarantee that you're speaking about have not yet been, even 2 years later, have not been fulfilled. They're still in negotiations. So
you have to ask yourself, do you really need the assistance? The onus would be on whomever needs the assistance to make sure that these measures are put in place, so that the assistance...
And that is $300 million, Ron, so we can't afford to lose that. Not at all. So Governor Jospert declared that 2020 must be the year that the territory executes the plans regarding the recovery and development plans and rebuilding the territory. I must agree with it.
Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, still ahead, BVI government invites tenders for Great Mountain Site Road project, and all this and more when 284 News returns.
When you need to stay connected with friends and families at home or abroad, the best choice for you is Freedom. CCT Freedom. With the lowest rates in the market, our Freedom plan gives you unlimited calls and texting. Plus, our Freedom One package includes 10 gigabits of super fast, unlimited LTE data and unlimited calls to the BVI, USA, USVI, Canada, Puerto Rico and UK lines. Why pay for overages when you can enjoy CCT Freedom? Stop by at one of our stores today and speak with one of our representatives to find out more about our CCT Freedom packages.
Viewers, welcome back. The government of the Virgin Islands is inviting tenders for Great Mountain Site 1 road rehabilitation and slope stabilization project as it continues to develop the territory's infrastructure. Procurement Coordinator Mrs. Ishmer Reimer said that this project is being supported by the funds received from the Caribbean Development Bank under the Rehabilitation and Reconstruction Loan known as the Hurricane Irma Project. Eligible bidders will be required to submit full qualification information with their bids establishing their eligibility to bid and qualification to perform the contract if the bid is accepted. Mrs. Reimer said the complete set of bidding documents will be available from Monday, February 10th on weekdays between 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Bidding documents will be sent to bidders electronically upon request at the procurement@gov.vg with the subject title request for bidding documents for the Great Mountain Site 1, road rehabilitation and slope stabilization. Interested tenders should submit 3 hard copies, 1 original and 2 copies, and 1 soft copy on a flash drive in sealed envelopes with the name and address of the bidder and be clearly marked bid for Great Mountain Site, road rehabilitation and slopes stabilization, and of course must be received no later than 10 a.m. on Tuesday, March 17. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security of 5% of the bidder's total price and should be addressed to the Central Tenders Board, Ministry of Finance, Procurement Unit, Colmar Trading Limited Building, number 2, 2nd floor, Rotown, Tortola, VG, 1110, British Virgin Islands. A pre-bid site visit meeting will take place on Thursday, February 27 at 10 a.m. at the very same address previously mentioned, and bid openings will be done at 11:30 a.m. after the deadline for submission in the presence of bidders and their representatives. Another opportunity for local contractors, Kyla, to come to the forefront and make their bids available so they can be a part of the recovery and development of the Virgin Islands.
Definitely. So, Rod, Apple, we all, you know, most of us are Apple users.
Indeed,
some
we
of
are.
the Samsung users are probably laughing at us at this point. But Apple has been fined 25 million euros. That is the equivalent of $27 million for deliberately, hear this, slowing down older iPhone models without making it clear to consumers. The fine was imposed by French fraud watchdogs, the DGCCRF, which said consumers were not warned of this. In 2017, Apple confirmed that it did slow down some phones, but said it only did so to prolong the life of the device. Now, of course, Rod, we both have Apple devices, and you know, every time there's an upgrade, we know about our phone for some reason have some glitch. So consumers have been suspecting this for a while. Of course, people were basically saying Apple only did this to kind of encourage buyers to buy the latest phone. But here they're saying, and their explanation for slowing down the phones is they said that the lithium-ion batteries in the device became less capable of supplying peak current demands as they age over time. So basically the batteries wouldn't be able to, I guess, hold the strain of that new update. That's what they said.
Well, from a business perspective, at the end of the day, as screwed up as it may come across and as messed up as it may seem, it is a business venture, and believe it or not, persons are looking for creative ways to encourage persons to upgrade and get the next device. Now, at the end of the day, you don't have to, but then when you think about it, if your device is not working to a particular speed, you're going to be a little bit more pushed. So I get where Francis is saying this is fraudulent.
But I do think that it is a bit deceitful
of course,
if you're
of
not
course.
openly saying this, and that was the regulator's stance. Basically, the French watchdog said that iPhone users were not informed that installing iOS updates, that's 10.2.1 and 11.2, could slow down their devices. It said Apple committed the crime of deceptive commercial practices by omission.
Agreed with that, yeah.
Sorry. So, yeah, but even now, they continue to slow down phones because of this battery usage, but now it is more clear in the iOS update.
Yes, we got it, definitely. And that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to like us on Facebook at 284 Media and 284 BVI, on Instagram and Twitter.
And I am Kyla Kenesha Forbes, everybody.
And I'm Ron Grant. We'll see you again tomorrow as we deliver your daily dose of local, regional, and international content. 284 News, your source for honest and impartial news right here on 284 Media. Bye, everybody.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for calling CCT. Trumpet speaking. How can I help? Well, so you know February is the month of love. Yes, and we all love data. And because we love you so much, yes, we decided to give double data. But wait, let me slow it down for you. Follow my voice. Activate any hero plan, double data. Activate any 2 gig plan, double data. It don't stop there. Pay your bill before February 12th and have a chance to win a lunch or dinner for 2. Yes, I said it. For 2.
Double the data and double the fun when you fall in love with our deals for the month of February. Activate a hero plan or 2 GB data plan and get double data. That's enough for you and your boo or your crew. And don't miss out on the chance to win lunch or dinner for 2 if you pay your bill before February 12th. Activate any hero plan or 2 GB data plan. Come enjoy the month of love on us.
Thank you for calling CCT. Have a blessed day. Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for calling CCT. Trumpet speaking. How can I help? Well,